and explain you how I created the model. I'll just give you a small explanation about the both model, how I created, and after that I'm going to teach you the process. Okay, so here it is. Very good. So yeah, so here we are. So these are the two models which I have already posted in the WhatsApp group. So this is a fan model which I had created on the CD. How did I work? I just wanted to tell you. See, take the CD and just draw one. I just drew a curve from here to here. Can you see my pencil line? I'll just take a dark marker pen so that the pencil line is more clear to you. 1 minute. So just in the center of the CD, or might be 1/3 of the CD, I just drew one curve like this side, and I cut this curve. After cutting this curve, I reverse the curve and place it here exactly. After placing the curve, I got the same amount of cut here, and then I join this line from this line. So that's how your fan shape mural in the CD was cut and made. Or what you can do, you can make a paper template and you can draw in the CD, and with a sharp scissor you can cut and make it out. So can you see the template here? We have done this fan shape. This is one shape, and the other one. This other one, I'll just show you freehand drawing. I'll just make one freehand drawing and I'll show you how to do the cutting. You can make the paper template and place the template, and then according to the template you can cut it out. This one is done in 4x4 inches. Take a square. Whenever you are making the paper has to be totally square. So this is done in 4x4 inches, and this one is done in 5x5 inches. So what did I do? I took just take a thing by 5x5. So this is 4x4. I'll take 5x5. 1 minute. So 5x5 I took the thing. So suppose this is 5. Okay. Then from here to here again 5. I took a square paper 5x5. So in one I am showing you, so you will understand. According to your choice, you can do whatever you like. 5x5, 4x5, 4x4, whatever you want. Okay. Okay. So we'll just check. This is 5x5 here. So the square has to be done perfectly. And this is also 5x5 here. This point here, so we have to join them up. Now we'll join this up to this line. So I first made a square of 5x5. Now so let me cut the square out, and then I'll show you how to make your fan design. So this is your square paper, 5 inches by 5 inches. Same way for even for the CD, you can make the template and work with the template. Now fold the paper. Okay, I exactly folded the paper, and then see here, I just took one small curve like this, and then one round here and the other round here. So one half curve here and the other curve here. So exactly this should be oval shape down, and then this one slightly curved like this, and then I'm cutting it out. So slightly the curves you can get according to your own choice. There is no hard and fast rule for that. So here's your shape is ready. If you want, you can make 2 more here, but I took one big. If you still want, you take little smaller, you can take one like this and one like this. So that is also okay. So if you want this curve to be little more sharp, slightly more sharper, you can create. See here. Now we can do one curve like this and again a curve like this. So I again cut it into two parts. Can you see the fan here? So this is how you are supposed to do the cutting. One I took from here to here. Now one I took from here to here, another one, two, and the third one is little smaller one. So that's all, the cutting is done. So this is, you can take two curve or three curve, or you can take one single curve. This looks more nice, equal, all these equal, here to here equal, here to here equal, and here to here equal. So here to here one, and the center one round, and then here. So this center will be exactly down like that, how we are doing it. So this is how it has to be done. Okay. So then this template, if you want, you can place it on a CD, but the CD is usually, the CD diameter is 4.5, so that's why the 4 by 4 inches, if you are making, it will exactly fit in your CD. If you are making a 4 by 4 inches template, that will exactly fit in your CD. Because the CD is 4.5. So you try to make in 4 by 4. If you want to make in a CD, try to make it 4 by inches by 4 inches. That will exactly fit here. Okay. And this cardboard is 5 by 5. So any two model you can do. Now, today I am going to do little bit of clay work. I want to give the paper mache look of wall hanging. So I am using the clay here. If you have clay, you use clay. Otherwise, you can do without clay. It's all up to you. Like how we have done the other two things, like this one. What we say, how we have done. I am using the molded clay here. Just half packet is enough for today's work. So I am just using a half packet of it. And I want to roll and put it here, and then I will do the work for the other. Let this dry up and then I'll do the work. Okay. So I'm just using it. So here it is. So we are mixing it nicely. You have to take some talcum powder or chalk powder in your hand and mix the clay nicely and try to get a smooth paste. Sometimes this clay has small bits of some clay very hard, so you should take them out, because it is all like sometime if the clay has some suppose some layer of clay which is very hard, it is not mixing, you can just throw them up. So sometime it happens if the clay is very old, or it's not the fresh one, because we can't, when we go to the market, we don't know what is inside. So sometime it happens, so there is no need to worry. You can just throw them out while mixing it. If any hard surface is there which is not getting mixed, you can just throw them out. So otherwise, most of the time it is good only, nice only. So if it is an old one, it happens like that. But the fresh new one doesn't happen like that. So don't worry. Sometime when we are storing it and it has been too many days, more than a year, and you have forgotten to use, so it will, the top layer of the resin clay, they will have this like this small thin lumps like, which will not mix. So just clean them up. There is no issue to worry. You don't need to throw the whole clay away. So you can just while eating, suppose if anything comes to your hand, you can just throw it up. Okay. So then mix the clay nicely and try to get a uniform, go on mixing till you get a uniform color. There was two color, one is grey and the other is white. So I have to mix, and till then I'll mix till I get a uniform color. Okay. So almost this is done, and mix it nicely so that you get a single color, and your clay, if your clay is not properly mixed, it will not harden up. So mixing of your clay is very important. Many times it happens if you are a newcomer and you have not been using this clay, you don't know how to work with this clay. So that's why we are telling you, go on mixing the clay. Both take them in equal quantity, the resin and the hardener, what we get in the molded pack. One is resin and the other is hardener. So mix them in equal quantity till you get a single color, and then while mixing you can just put your hand in little bit of talcum powder or chalk powder or marble powder, whatever you have at home, and then now we will start working. So the clay is nicely mixed, almost done nicely. Now we will start working. So here it is. So take the clay and roll it uniformly. Just you have to create chords. Gently roll so that you get a uniform chord. So that uniform chord will only come with your uniform rolling. Don't press too much so that you get a uniform chord like this, and just take some little bit of fabric glue. Okay. So just take little bit of fabric glue here. Put it in the edges. I'm going to put in the edges first, and then I will think of designing in the center. So what we are doing, we are just taking and placing it in the edges. So when you come to this corner, just give the corner little press so that it have this, the corner looks nice. Again, when we come to this corner, here also we will give a small press so that the corners look uniform. And okay, so now we will again roll and attach to this other area also. See here. So again we will roll. Same uniformly you have to roll. While attaching this, you have to merge them so that they don't look like the broken part. You are not able to understand the broken part here. Just take some like this powder, talcum powder or whichever powder you are using. If it is a chalk powder or any powder, just use it nicely. And here also I am going to give the, like how I have given for this corner, same way I will give for this corner also. I am giving, and little bit I have to put more and finish this up. Okay. Now so what we will do, we will here we will just finish, and slightly we will, all the edges will check. We will see that correctly it is covering the edge of the CD. I am not able to, we will exactly place in the edge of the CD. Before we keep any impression, we will just check whether it is exactly in the edge or not. If it is not in the edge, with your finger you can correctly shapen it up. Okay. When it is still soft, you can correctly shapen it up. Now we will take some cutter and create some design. Any design can be created. I'll just show you 2-3 different types of design, and then you can create according to what you want. See, I want like this design. So slightly equal distance, little slant with your knife, or this is basically what we get for the cake cutting in the cake box. So I am using that. So you can use a knife also. So things like this you can easily use them. As we know, it is easily available in the home. Try to collect and keep them and use them. You don't need even knife. You can give it to your kids to work with this. Okay. Now Okay, so very close I am giving you because I like very close. You can maintain the distance according to your thing, how much you want. Okay, and I am not giving straight, I am giving a little slant. If you give slant, it looks more nice, and while cutting slightly it will extend, so no issues in that, it will look nice. Okay, done. So we have done. Can you see? This types of pattern usually is there in paper mache clay. So I am just following the paper mache clay pattern. So, and then we are left with this center part. Here I need to cover. So I'll just roll one small thing, and I will flatten it like a chapati, and I'll place it in the center of this to close this, so that I can close this and then I can work on this. Okay, so here it is. So just smoothing it up. If any lumps are there, if any lumps and there is there, it won't look smooth. So now after doing it, suppose after pressing it, if you think that it has went outside the CD, you can slowly merge it away now. So we will roll one small chapati and one small ball. So let's roll a small ball. You can use your brush back or anything like this and roll a small round ball and place it in the center. Okay, so here it is, exactly round. If you want, after rolling you can use a cutter and cut it out. So like we have this cutter here, this is a perfect, I think it will work perfect. You can cut it out with your bottle here, see, or any sharp thing you can, any sharp thing which is round in shape, or even freehand you can put, that is not an issue here. But if you have anything round very sharp, you can cut with that, so that you get uniform round. Or with freehand if you are doing, that also is nice, because we are all comfortable doing freehand. I am very comfortable doing freehand, because if I do freehand, I'll get very nice circle, round circle. I will slowly the edges only I will press, and my circle will be very uniform and round. Can you see? So, and I'm going to stick this up here. So we are going to stick this up and try to cover this hole here. Now see, these things are visual. Why? Because of the lumps. So that's why we were telling you, if something lummy is there, please clean it, because the clay was a bit dry and it is having some lumps of clay. So that's why if we are not cleaning it, thin rolling if you are doing, it will show in the thin rolling. 1 minute. So let me clear it and then I'll roll and put, so that sometimes your clay dries up. It happens like this, so that is not an issue. You can easily clean while pressing. If you feel anything, you can just take it out. So we have taken them out, and once again we'll roll and now we'll put it. Done. Make a flower here. You can even make a flower here. Place a flower here, and top you can write soup and down you can write love. That also will look nice. So let's see what we are able to do. Okay. So that will also be nice. I'll teach you, better we make a flower in the center. We will take the clay, and you can make a rose flower or any flower or any design in the center. That also will look nice. So take here like this, then place it here. See here, a small ball, we are placing it here again, and we will cut and make some design in the center. See, done. So the hole is also covered, and we'll create some design here. To create some design here, you can use any impression, or with your knife itself, or the sketch pen back or pencil back, anything you can use and create. 1 minute. We have this sketch pen backs and all, so we will use this to create the design. Center one, slowly spread and create the depth here, and this one we will gently do it like this. Okay, so that's all is enough. And now what we are going to do, see, just half clay I have used. Now I will paint it so that and we will write the Shubh and Love, and then danglas and everything will add up. Okay, now since my clay is wet, so what I will do slightly I will paint without damaging the clay. So we will do it gently so that the clay is not damaged. The clay, after doing your work, keep your thing for drying for at least 15 to 20 minutes, half an hour. In half an hour only it will harden up. Then only we can work. But since we have to work today a bit fast, so what I will do, I will just put a thick coat of clay, this one, paint and let it dry. Okay, so these are, as I told you that it is the ethnic season. So I am going to make again with the ethnic colors. So we are going to mix the color, prepare and mix the color, and then we will work. So here it is. So let me mix yellow, orange and yellow, and keep the base color orange and yellow. And in that again, might be we can, if you want, slightly reddish. If you want, you can go for reddish also, but then orange and yellow, let the base color be there, and then top coloring we will be using it. Okay, so gently 2 coats of color we have to give. You can stick a paper here and then you can work, but then since we are having if you have gesso and all, usually we prepare gesso and we can put gesso in the background and then we can color, or you can put a white coat, white paint of color, and then you work. To prepare your homemade gesso, mix 1 teaspoon of Fevicol, 1 teaspoon of any powder, chalk powder or marble powder or talcum powder, and that paste you apply nicely on the background. That is your homemade gesso. So what will happen? It will cover the CD background. Okay, so then you don't need to put so much of paint. So we usually do it like this. Might be today 1 coat I will put and the other coat I need to dry up, and then I will be putting. So while putting the first coat, I have to put the paint nicely so that it goes inside the depth of the design. Can you see? I have to put the paint very nicely and gently, and my clay is not yet dried up. So all of you, please let your clay dry and then you paint. Okay, since I have to finish this and show you in one shot, so that's why gently I am doing it. Others, please let the clay work dry up and then you start working, because there are chances of your work getting damaged. So gently I am doing it, not much. Okay, the edges nicely I am holding the CD so that it doesn't move, and if it is moving too much, I will be damaging my clay work. So I am just gently holding it, and from all the sides and the edges everywhere I am coloring it. Now what we can do, the center part of this we can make it red, because red is a darker color. So if I put red, means what will happen, the center part will very fast it will cover up the background. On top of this I am going to just put little red so that my background covers up little bit more and faster, because dark color usually covers the thing more nicely. Okay, so this part only I am going to color it with red. See, since it is a dark color, it covers up the background more nicely, and gently only the base part I am coloring it, not the design and everything. After putting the orange coat, only in the base coat I am giving red color, and this red color I will go nicely uniformly and leave this thing for drying. Okay. So this is basically, if you have wooden cutouts, you can get wooden cutouts done with the carpenter. Buy 3 mm board, 2 mm, 3 mm board, and draw the fan design and give it to them, and the carpenters, they will cut and give you, and then with that you can do on that base also. So that will be all permanent. CD also is very permanent, it is very thick. Not issue, because nowadays all houses will have CD, so it is easy to use, and that's all. So we'll leave this for drying. Let's wait for some time, let this dry up nicely. Okay, see, so nicely it has covered. So one more coat I am giving, so that I get nice bright red in the background. Okay, see, I am getting nice bright red in the background. Slowly merge the colors. See that your brush strokes are not there, and try to finish off your color so that you get a smooth finishing. So what we will do, we will wait for a little while and keep the colors for drying, and then slightly gently color it up, merge it up, so that there is no brush strokes. So gently, extra colors you can easily lift them, or you can just merge them up, so that you don't get a brush stroke here. Okay, done now. So this is almost done. You have mirrors, you can fix mirrors here, and with 3D you can create the 3D look. With the 3D you can give additional dots and curves and zigzag pattern and design this, or you can just put paint and you can do. So it's all up to you. Additional creativity, since I am not at present, I am not in my workplace, I am traveling and I am in Calcutta, so I don't have the mirrors and all with me. So whatever is there at home, I am trying to manage with that. You people can add kundan stone, mirrors, whatever you want you can add. Here in the center you can add a big mirror. You can add a big mirror. Instead of putting this clay, you can cover this hole by adding a big round mirror. So a big round shape mirror, that also will look nice. You can easily cover the hole by big round shape mirror. Okay, done. So this is done. Now what we will do, the base coat is done and the edges design is done. Now what I am going to do, I am going to add additional color on this. Might be green we can take, or any other color we will take, contrast, which will look nice with this. Okay, so, or metallic also will look nice. We can go for gold also, because this is, since it is gold, so gold also will look nice. Let me see. So let this dry up. Here it is, copper gold or gold silver. You can even go for yellow, metallic yellow also will look nice. But then green also, metallic green will look, I have metallic green here. I can use metallic green, you can use gold also. So let me try, let me see which color looks nice. So let me try metallic green or gold, whatever you all want, you all let me know. So might be the center I can give gold. Let me put center gold, and then I will edges I can take metallic green. Okay, so gently you have to give the gold, not much. The colors are not yet dried up, so gently we will give. Just gentle, so that little bit shiny look it will get. The color will, this gold color should come only on top. It should not go in the below the cuts. The cuts will always have that orange color here. Okay, can you see here how I am coloring? Color it very gently, take very little color, and only on top part of the picture of the clay work you have to do, so that down the orange is visible. Okay, now for this also we will do on the top part. The orange should be visible down. Done now. So this coloring is also over. Now we have this writing of the Subh and Love. You in the clay itself you can write Subh, Love, but then I will I have yeah. Now with the green or the purple, some other color. I have yellow 3D outliner. I am going to put yellow 3D outliner. I am going to put some dots here all around. So you can anything you can design, it's all up to you. So I am just putting some dots here. I want to keep it simple and yet elegant. So you can do any design. I'm just putting on top of this dot, you can place small kundan stones. If you automatically you will place, it will create one pattern. That 3D will go around the stone and it will create a ring around the stone. So I'm just putting it like this, small dot around, all around. So usually there will be lot of dots. You can use white 3D outliner, that will it will show very nicely. I'm using yellow. You can use white also if you want. Any color you use. Okay. So dots are done. Now what we will do now? Little bit color has come there. Let me lift it up with the brush, or might be I can take a little red color and put there. That golden color has come slightly. So let's take the red color and put it here. Okay, done. Okay, next. Okay. Next, we are going to write Subh and Love. You can stick some mirrors, you can stick some kundan stone, whatever you want, you can stick. So it's all up to you, your creativity. Now I am going to write Subh and Love. So what color? We should take some color which will show nicely. So might be you can use golden color, or you can use metallic gold, or you can use orange, but then too much orange it will be, or you can use green also. So let me see which color finally I want to use. So these are the colors which will be looking nice. Even I think golden is the best. Let's go for golden. And freehand you have to write Shubh and Love. सो आस्ते आस्ते नीटली लिखिए आप, और इसके बाद यहाँ पे लाभ लिखिए. So you can write anything, no, not necessary. If you don't want, you want to do Om and Swastik, you don't want to write Subh and Lav, you can write anything, whatever you like. So there is no hard and fast rule for that. I have put Subh and Lav, and now what I will do, around this circle I am going to create round ring with the golden color and create some design. So inside this you can always put some kundan stone or mirrors. As I told that I am at present in another place, not in my workplace. So that's why I am trying to manage with whatever I have. So I don't have stones and all to add. So you can add. So there is no hard and fast rule for that. So I am just putting a thicker layer so that it looks like as if you have done in the clay. Okay. So once again the Subh Lav will give a second coat so that the writing becomes more thick and emboss. Okay. So आपकी writing थोड़ी सी और emboss लगेगी तो अच्छी दिखेगी. So And I have planned lot of danglers to be putting here, so I'll be putting lot of danglers that will add additional look to your work. Okay, here it is, and this done. So we have finished this area, and this one I am just trying to put another layer. As I told you, few I have completed and few I am just rolling around it, and I am just creating another layer of this 3D so that it looks more embossed. Okay, so this itself looks very elegant and nice. Now what you have to do, so almost your thing is ready. I am going to attach the danglers and all and create the hanging. So simple and yet elegant. We are just going to thank you Shruti for joining, and thank you Mohan Appiah for joining. How does it looking? We have to just attach the danglers now. So and then this will be completed. So let me attach the dangler. Okay. Okay, so here we are. What we will be doing? So, if you are not comfortable with writing, you can take a pencil, write with pencil, and then on top of that you can create your linings. Suppose if you are not comfortable with writing, okay, so you have to do in that way. Correct? The red color we have to put inside. So if it is wet, somewhere you are making some mistake, try to lift the colors and try to fill them up. So that's how we usually rectify it. So it happens sometimes when you are working, it might happen. So always know how to rectify your mistake, and on the spot try to do it so that it will not happen such problem. Okay, done. The soup and lava is done here. Done. So that's all. So now I have some danglers. I have created some danglers which I want to put. So here it is. So I have created with some beads. I have put some beads and created some danglers like this. So you can just take a string and put the beads and create the danglers. So and then another dangler with a plastic ring and beads and thread I have put and created another for hanging purpose. And this 2-piece, this I have created for 2-piece to be attached to 2 sides. Okay. Okay. So what I am going to do, I'll just show you how you are supposed to place, and I will try to place them because this has to be placed here like this, and this another one will be placed here like this down. So let me place, and then I'll put glue, and then I will finish them up, and this one has to go down like this. Okay, so let's finish this 2 first. Take glue, put in the thread and try to stick it up. Okay, and of course you can use double-sided tape also, but then since at present I am not I don't want to damage my work, so I'm not using the double-sided tape. I'm just using little with the glue on the thread and I'm putting it. After it dries up, I will put double-sided tape and I will lock it more. Okay, so little bit of fabric glue you add and put it on this exactly where you want, and here it has to be placed like this. Danglers, this danglers you can create on your own, whichever you want to stick. And then we have this one here. So for this also, let this dry up a bit, then only I am going to use I'm going to use them. I'm going to again put double-sided tape and fix them up. Okay. So here it is. So in this way it will be done. This has to come in the center exactly. So you can use it for hanging, and this both will come like this. So that's all. It is done. I will lift a small tape. I will cut and gently I lift and put the double-sided tape so that we can take it in our hand and show it to you. Okay. So just double-sided tape. Even with the glue, it will take some time. It will fix up. But then since we are not having much time, so for that reason, what I am doing, I am using. I'm going to put, yeah, gently here. I'm just taking it. Yeah. Same here. Done. Y'all please wait, let it dry, and then you do. Then only you should stick all this from back side. But since I want to finish the project and show you how does it look, for that reason I am sticking it now. So y'all please wait and let it dry up nicely, and then you stick. Okay. So see, the clay is yet not yet dried up. So for that reason, and both has to be in the same position. Okay. Then this one is here in the center. So exactly in the center you have to hold, and you have to put the double-sided tape here. 1 minute. Okay. So almost this is done. Here it is. So this you have to see the position. It should be in the same position, not front and back. Okay. So one thread is coming out. This is okay. We need to place this position. We need to check, because only one thread is locked. The other one is not locked here. So both we have not taken together. So let me place it nicely and do it here. So these are very easy method. You can even just very easy method of sticking up your with the thread itself. You can stick them up because they are lightweight and it will take. Okay, done. Now, so and check the position of these two, from the distance from here to here and the distance from here to here. See, the clay is not yet dried and the colors are not dried, so they are all coming to my hand. So for that reason, so let's take final and we'll put the golden color little bit, so that wherever the color has come out, because I had lifted it, it will cover up. Okay. So ऐसे gently करके आप उसको भी थोड़ा सूख भी गया है तो आप एक कोट और दे सकते हो, तो अच्छा लगेगा देखने में, because that time the color was not that much dried up. So since it is dried up now, I am once again lifting the color, and only on top I am giving the bronze color, golden bronze color. It's not pure gold, it's golden bronze. Okay. And for this also we will do in the same way. Done. Okay. Now I'll place this on on a drawing book or a board and show you how does it look like. So you will have a clear idea how does the project, the total finishing of the project, how it will look like. So you can add pom-poms, anything you can add. You can add pom-plum, any danglers, anything. All is up to you. Okay. So let me place it on a white paper and show it to you so that you will have a clear idea. 1 minute. Yeah. So here it is. This should be exactly in the center, and the distance from here to here for this dangler and distance from here for this dangler should be also same. So here it is, the project we have completed. So this is the Shubh Labh painting, and I will take a, this is now because of the writing.